It was a cold night in Delhi, 16th December 2012. After watching a movie, a young woman and her friend stood at a lonely bus stop, waiting for a ride home. The streets were dimly lit, the city unusually quiet. An almost empty private bus pulled up. They boarded, unaware that this single decision would change their lives and the nation forever. Inside, 6 men stared at them with hostile eyes. The atmosphere grew tense, the silence heavy. Moments later, the men overpowered the couple. What followed was an act of unimaginable brutality. Yet, even in that nightmare, the young woman fought back with fearless resistance, her courage burning like fire against cruelty. But the injuries she sustained were devastating. The two were thrown out of the moving bus, left on the freezing roadside. Their bodies lay broken and bleeding under the cold December sky. Soon, flashing police sirens and rushing ambulances carried them to the hospital. By morning, the nation learned of the crime. Shock, outrage, and grief spread like wildfire. News screens flashed urgent headlines. People could not believe the horror. Crowds poured into the streets, candles in their hands, demanding justice. For the first time, the silence around sexual violence in India was shattered. Day after day, protests grew louder. At India Gate, thousands gathered, women, men, young and old, chanting in unison, "Justice for Nirbhaya." The media covered the case relentlessly, and soon, the world was watching. International newspapers, social media, and television highlighted India's rising movement. Though her real name was never revealed, the young woman was given a name by the people, Nirbhaya, the fearless one. For 13 days, she fought for her life in the hospital. Machines beeped, doctors tried everything. But on 29th December 2012, her battle ended. A candle flame went out, and millions of others lit up in mourning. Across India and across the world, people wept. Her mother, though shattered, became a pillar of strength and resolve. The government, shaken by the people's fury, was forced to act. Parliament convened emergency sessions. The Justice Verma Committee was set up, and soon, the 2013 Criminal Law Amendment introduced harsher punishments for crimes against women. A Nirbhaya Fund was created to improve women's safety. But as months turned into years, the reality remained harsh. Crimes against women continued to rise. Charts showed alarming numbers. Politicians made careless remarks that revealed deep-rooted victim blaming. Yet slowly, the media began to change its tone, more empathetic to survivors, more demanding of accountability. Still, new headlines kept appearing, stories of cruelty that echoed Nirbhaya's. Finally, in 2020, after years of trials, 4 of the convicts were executed. Outside the prison, Nirbhaya's mother declared, "Justice has been served." And yet, she reminded the nation, "Justice delayed is justice denied." Her story had transformed India's conscience. Young girls carried candles with hope in their eyes. Around the world, women's rights conversations grew stronger. But the struggle was far from over. Even today, a woman walking alone in a dark alley feels the shadow of fear. The truth is clear, real change lies not only in stricter laws, but in transforming mindsets. Respect for women must be taught at home, reinforced in schools, and practiced in every corner of society. Fathers must empower daughters, teachers must guide students toward equality, and communities must nurture respect. Nirbhaya's spirit lives on like a phoenix rising from the fire, turning pain into light. Her story leaves us with one powerful truth. Justice is not only punishing the guilty, it is ensuring safety, equality, and dignity for every woman. Final words: respect women. End violence. For more stories like this, please subscribe the channel to learn business management and legal stories.